we need to get more comfortable taking messy action. Here on YouTube, I feel like there's been a lot of pressure to have high production videos. I don't know if that's a recent development or trend or what, but I just feel the pressure myself to have higher production videos. Maybe that's a function of working in a film space as my day job for the last year as well. But I just have felt this pressure to use a camera, not my phone, and like get better editing software and like put in graphics and B-roll and like, yeah, just have it be higher production, which is still something that I might do later on. But for right now, that just doesn't feel right. I prefer these chill, sit down chats like this, where I'm literally just filming on my phone and I don't have to like overthink what I'm gonna say, and I can just share whatever is on my mind. And it seems like that's the kind of content that you guys like too, because the few comments that I have gotten that have been directly relating to my content have been expressing appreciation for how it feels like I'm just sitting here having a chat. And like one girl said, like, you seem like the kind of friend that I would have wanted to have in college. And like, you know, people just like this more genuine feel. And I do too. These are the videos that I like creating, and it seems like these are the videos that you like watching. So why am I letting this pressure for having a higher production feel get to me? If that's not something that is aligning with either myself or my audience at this point in time. And this concept of messy action is something that I was talking to some friends about a couple weeks ago. Specifically, we were talking about playing the piano, and two of the people in the room play the piano by ear amazingly, and a couple more like play by reading the notes. And I play by ear, sort of, and I can read notes a little bit, but I was frustrated how like I don't know how to go from the chords to having this beautiful arrangement for accompaniment or just playing around or whatever. And I was realizing over the course of that conversation that it's because I don't allow myself to take messy action. I don't give myself permission to mess up on the way to figuring out how to do it. I tend to want it to be perfect from the get-go. Especially, I've noticed this as I've been writing songs. I tend to get stuck on a phrase until I can figure out the exact next phrase and rhyming perfectly and everything. And the last couple songs that I wrote, I decided, you know what? I'm done. I want to be able to just let my pen flow and just write down what's coming to me, even if it doesn't perfectly rhyme, even if it's like the timing is messed up, whatever. Just get it out, because I can go back and finesse it later. But if I'm constantly interrupting that stream of consciousness to try and like perfect it as I go, it just kills the mood, and it doesn't work. Music is something that I've been wanting to pursue for years now, but I haven't really let myself put anything out there because I'm like, oh, well, it's not good enough, or like, I don't know how to do this. But then I just don't ever start learning how to do this. This being like creating background tracks, because like I can sing just fine, I can write music just fine, but I don't love a cappella, and I don't know how to like write arrangements, or not arrangements, background instrumentals and all that for my songs. So then I'm just like, well, I guess they're not getting posted, which is not really fair, because if I took the time to actually start trying to learn it, YouTube is a great source of knowledge, and I'm sure I could find plenty of videos to teach me basic principles for how to write background tracks. And if I just started letting myself take messy action towards learning those things, I could probably learn it faster than I think, and like I could produce and release a song by the end of this year, which has been on my yearly goals for like the last 2 years, and I have done nothing towards actually achieving that goal any of the years. Like, I've written plenty of songs and I've listened to a lot of music to try and find what I want my style to be, but I've never actually like sat down and recorded and tried to produce like a background. So who knows, maybe music will be something that will be incorporated into this channel periodically in the future. Who knows? But for now, I need to just allow myself to take imperfect action and messy action and just take the first steps. Try. It doesn't have to be perfect from the get-go. So if you are someone who also struggles with this perfectionistic mindset, my encouragement to you today would be to give yourself permission to not be perfect, to take action even when you don't have the whole staircase figured out. You only need to see the next step. And it doesn't have to be a perfect step. It can be a wobbly step that just like steps out of line. Whatever you need to do to just take action and break yourself out of that frozen perfectionistic state, because that's often what it feels like to me, is that I'm just like, I don't know how to take the next step perfectly, so I'm just not going to step at all. But then you get stagnant, and nobody wants to be stagnant. So take that messy step, allow yourself to be imperfect, and who knows, maybe you will end up creating your best work yet.